because you made this organization so efficient, so active, and so powerful. At the beginning, I would like to invite our youngsters, Sarah Wasinga, to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Please, Sarah.
Everyone, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and please be seated.
So we also, this time, will recite a small surah from our Quran. I would like to invite Muhammad Joyrul Haq, senior reporter of Millennium, to come to recite a small surah from the Holy Quran. Please welcome MD Joyrul Haq.
First of all, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening. My Quran tilawat is surah named Surah Al-Rahman. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط والحمد بأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله المولانا العظيم. Thank you so much.
We have many other religious groups here, ethnic groups also. If anyone else would like to recite from their holy book, from their religious book, please raise your hand or straight come to the podium. We will accommodate every ethnic group, every religious group in honor of their own religion and culture. With that, I would like to invite our convention committee chair, this year convention chair, Dr. Mustafa Sarawar, PhD, from the University of New Orleans, Professor Mustafa Sarwar. Many of you know Professor Mustafa Sarwar. He is a TV personality, not an academician only. He is a TV personality. He is very people-oriented, and he is a powerful speaker, not in South Asian community, in global community. He is involved with many organizations, and he is a leader of many organizations, very active leader. In ASAAL, we are so honored having him as our 17th annual national convention. Before I give him, I know he will speak a little bit longer because he will teach us a lot from his experience. Housekeeping rule. We have receptacle boxes in the behind. If you need to throw out something, our volunteers will be there for you. Please call us if you can. Just put your garbage or anything, waste paper in the bag. We have 2 receptacles in the bag. If you want to use the restroom or go to a little bit walk, we appreciate that during the conversation, during the session, we will respect everyone, will turn off their phone and sit down, so it will maintain the integrity of this important session. If you need to go to the restroom, go out, make right, then another right, you will see ladies and gentlemen separate. I think there are restrooms. You can use that. Still you have any question, raise your hand, call our volunteers, and outside and inside, they will help you anything you need. With that, it is my honor and privilege to introduce our convention committee chair, Dr. Mustafa Sarwar.
Thank you. I am pleased to welcome the guests and attendees of the 17th Annual Convention of the Alliance of the South Asian American Level. You noticed that I did not start with Mr. President. You might ask why. Okay, the why is Ms. Bhakti, the brother Ms. Bhakti, who is the president of this organization for its inception. And he's such a great gentleman and a persistent man to move this organization to this level. You know, he is omnipresent. That's the reason I did not say Mr. President. I made an unconventional style in my address. It is and gratitude to ASAAL's executive leadership, especially its founder and president, Mr. Misbauddin, for selecting me to serve as the chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a clap to our brother. I appreciate the organizing committee members, volunteers, and sponsors continuing help in making this great event successful. I would like to mention a special thank to Muhammad Sharafat Hussain Babu for his extraordinary arrangement. He deserves a lot of credit for that. My special thanks to the elected public representatives. You could be in the national level, you could be the state level, local level, in any positions. Our heartfelt gratitude to you folks for your continuing support. ASAAL started its challenging journey when it was founded in 2008. Now it can boast its 10,000 plus membership and 21 chapters in 11 states, including 10 chapters in New York State and a chapter in each of California, Florida, Georgia, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Texas, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, you possibly noticed that it covers a wide spectrum. Like, what do I mean by that? The state from the Eastern Corridor, West, Middle America, and South. It kind of expanded into that fashion, and I can see very soon it will expand into all the states of the United States. Under the leadership of ASAAL's president, Mr. Misbahuddin, and secretary, Mr. Muhammad Karim Chaudhry, and their dedicated team, the new chapters are opening in different states of our beloved country. ASAAL is a unique organization in the USA that includes many professionals and workers from all South Asian countries. I want to paraphrase from the official website of ASAAL. The purpose of the Alliance of South Asian American Labor is to ensure fairness, respect, dignity, and opportunity for advancement in every sphere of life, including the workplace for all South Asian workers. Without an independent voice, unique to the needs of South Asian Americans, the chance of recognition, representation, and the opportunity to realize one's dream is impossible. ASAAL's goal is to empower the South Asian community so that they have leverage with the politicians, elected officials, and decision makers in their respective communities and earn the resources through their volunteerism, hard work, and dedication. Dear ladies and gentlemen, here I would like to add that South Asia, in our beloved country, in our new abode, we do not want any kind of extra stuff. We are confident by our hard work and our intelligent decision, by our smartness, we can go on the top. Sky is our limit, but we need representation. One could be very smart, but we know in the real world what could hinder the progress. There, ASAAL comes in, like that gap that our hard work, our sincerity should not be subdued by some logistical stuff. Like in the community, in the society, we know that the different organizations, different units, they interact. And there, we must not be left out. To achieve the American dream, South Asian Americans should consider this year's theme for the 2024 convention. We fight to live, and live to fight. Nothing could be a better strategy than this theme in the context of the socio-political economic crossroads we face in this challenging transition. We do not need to get involved in a battle that costs our lives. When the odds are unsurmountable, we should stand back. We survive to fight the next battle for us and others. It doesn't mean giving up. It means getting ready for the next fight with a changed strategy. Every year, ASAAL honors distinguished labor leaders and community leaders. I would like to add that ASAAL is very unique. It encompasses a wide spectrum of professionals and workers from the South Asian countries. It's not just only, if I define it, it's not just a labor union. It's not only a professional union. It's all together. It's a package. So we can see that in this year, in the award giving, I would like to, I'm very honored to name the honorees as the chair of the convention, Reverend Terry Melfield and Rose Lavaglio Miller. Please, if I make a mistake in pronouncing your name, my apology, because it's a diverse name. And you can call me, my name is Mustafa Sarwar, and you can call me, as an insult, Mufasa Starwar. Okay, you know, who is Mufasa? Lion King? Star Wars? Even it goes one level up. If there is an evolution, that's even the most refined one. So you can call me that. So, I apology if I make any mistake in pronouncing the names. Then the honor and honorees or the award recipients will be also Shahu Neeraj. He is CEO of Shahu Group. John Bess, see that? I told you. Bessie Telly. Did I say it right? Hey, is it Italian? Is it Italian? Oh, okay, all right. I'm a professor. I have a lot of students from all kind of nationalities. I have to practice it. Founder and president, M3 Technology, LLC. Mr. Khalilur Rahman, proprietor and president of Khalil Biryani House. Are you here? Yeah, I will visit your biryani store. I heard that it's very tasty. As the convention chairman, I would like to express my gratitude to the elected leaders. Whether you are here or you sent your, support statements to our organization, I express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you and all the leaders who will be speaking at the convention, despite your hectic schedules or schedules. Like you know that we from South Asia, we speak British English. Sometimes we make sure schedules and schedules. They are saying your help, the public representatives, the elected officials, and nominated officials in the different level, your help and support to our community are highly appreciated. Now, I would like to express my personal experience. I was the chairperson. I was the global chair of the Society of Exploration Geophysicists in 2 sessions from 1992 to 1994. That's the oil and gas, gold, and all kind of stuff. It's a professional organization. I was the global chair. In this city, we had the convention in 1993, while I was the global chair. It was like 30,000 plus attended the convention, and we reserved almost all the hotels. It's a huge, population coming, and the city also put the banners across the street in the downtown area, welcoming SCG, Society of Exploration Geophysics. I attended all those. During my tenure, I got the opportunity to go to St. Petersburg, Russia, to have another big conference where attendees were like 80,000 plus. But I tell you, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, there's a difference. Here, in this conference, I feel it's not I am in a conference. It feels to me that I am in a family. You folks are family. Last evening, when we are together, it is a family. The feeling is very different. It's not only a convention, but it is a family gathering. That's what I love about this great convention, where we are the members of a family. I would like to also mention, in the last evening I noticed, and today I am watching, that there is a significant participation of women folks in this organization. I am very proud of the women folks. And in the leadership, and you know that when we hear that it's a union, right? We think that from conventional wisdom, it comes to our mind that it will be basically like, men folks. But here, look, in South Asian community, we got the members, a significant number and very active. The number, but more than that, they are more active than the male members. Gentlemen, don't get upset with me, but I'm just telling from the bottom of my heart that what I saw last evening, that the women folks are playing a very vital role in this organization. Before I end my speech, deliberation, I would like to add my personal experience to underscore why this organization is so important. I came to this country as a PhD student with a full scholarship. And with that scholarship's tuition and everything, all expenses. I came here, I worked very hard. It was physics. I started with nuclear physics, then I made a switch to the exploration of geophysics. And after that, before my graduation, I got the job as an assistant professor. I got several offers, but then I opted for New Orleans because my wife is a medical doctor. She has to get, she wants to continue her job. So we have chosen that city, which is a lot of medical colleges also, for residency and all these things. We got established there. I worked very, very hard, and we have 3 children. 2 of them is sent to Harvard University, and the sons, and the daughter to Tulane, and the eldest boy is an attorney. Second one is in the Wall Street, in the hedge fund, and third, the daughter, she is finishing her doctoral pharmacy degree in pharmacy. I got I became vice chancellor, I became a dean, I became the associate provost, I became the director of the university honors, I became the academic director in Europe, But guess, when I ask myself, my wife is doing good in her profession, but then I ask myself, did I get the thing where I will be a part of the policy making of this great country? Answer is no. I made policies for the university. I was in the governor's education council. But those policy making which I made is, I tell you, did it impact the whole country? No, no. What was missing? Missing is the not a underrepresentation, but proper representation in the political structure of this great country. And here, ASAAL is the organization which is the bridge between our expertise and the top policymaking bodies. At the end of my career, I see I have missed something. If I would have known ASAAL when I was still active, then the picture could be different. The policy making of the whole country in the political positions are very important. And I am very confident that this ASAAL will play a very vital role in putting our South Asian people into the of this country. Younger generations, I have seen your face in the last evening. I see you here too. Sky is the limit. This is a great country. It has all the opportunities, but we got to grab it. And I encourage you to be very active in the ASAAL, spread it out, and ASAAL will be able to endorse you in your pursuit to get those positions, elected positions, where you will be able to make the policies of this great country, not only this great country, but guess what? For the whole world. Because America is the country, US is the country, which makes policies and decisions for the rest of the world. And that's what I think should be the goal of Ms. Babde in rest of your time, so that you dedicate and you do that. Ladies and gentlemen, please make the best use of your time by attending the presentation at this great convention. I urge you to kindly volunteer your time to strengthen the existing chapters and help open new ones. Together, let us serve our community and turn our American dreams into reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Mustafa Sarwar. It's a wonderful class. Professor, as I said, he's a professor, great teacher, and I was observing in the hall. It was so silent, every audience was listening so carefully. His thoughtful speech, remark. Thank you again from ASAAL, thank you from South Asian and our coalition partner for your thoughtful idea and the encouragement you offer to our youngsters and all the South Asians. Thank you again. So we have many speakers already arrived. Without going to further details on our program, I will invite now a person that many of you know as a South Asian leader, as a leader in Washington DC area and in East Coast. He is involved with great Bangladeshi organization Fubana, and as well as He is the president of ASAAL, Capital Region Chapter, Washington DC chapter, and organizing South Asian and other community groups, ethnic groups in the Capital Region area. He is also the Vice President of ASAAL National Council. He leads ASAAL chapters and provides all kind of support in the East Coast region. And he is the one who is nominated by ASAAL national leadership as the convener of this convention. First time we are doing this kind of convention out of New York. It is my honor and privilege to invite our convention committee chair, president of ASAAL National Region, Capital District, Capital Region President, and the National Vice President, Sharafat Hussain. Mr. Sharafat Hussain.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. Karanchali, for your very, very strong and bold introduction for me. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today, the 14th December, actually we started 13th December, and today is the second day for our 17th annual convention for ASAAL in Washington, D.C. This is the 17th one, but up to 16 we did in New York only. The U.S. Capitol chapter, the day was a snow day, and I've been introduced to Muf Mesbah, our proud president, actually proud founder of ASAAL. Give him a clap, please. He came all the way from New York to the snow desert day, and Mr. Anis from Maryland, Anis Ahmed, I think he's not here now. He introduced me to him to be an ASAAL member. I didn't know anything about ASAAL that day. But I ran for 2019 from District 33rd in Virginia, State Senate seat, and it's in court now. I lost it, but it's in court. So I had a problem with union leaders to support me with volunteers, door knocking, GOTV. I did a lot of things that time because I was a fundraising and activity chair for Loudoun County Democratic Party, LCDC, and a proud vice chair for Leesburg District Democratic Party. So when I was doing Democratic Party, the V10, Virginia 10, you will see, Mr. Suhas will speak here. The V10 Congressional District was decided to run by Jennifer Waxstein, and then she was the state senator for 33rd District. Why I'm telling you the story, why I joined ASAAL, I have to tell you guys today, this podium. We all have stories. So what happened, when I lost the election, I was feeling I needed union like ASAAL to back me up to win the seat. So I joined as a member, and Mr. Anis told him, no, he cannot be a member, you have to make him a president because he deserves this. And thank you, Mr. Muf Mesbah, he made a decision in a stand there by talking and calling with Mr. Karim Chaudhary. We found a person who can be a U.S. Capital Chapter president. So long story short, the ASAAL, a lot of people we do ASAAL, but we don't know what is ASAAL actually in this region, in Washington DC area. I made like so many phone calls, I collected so many individuals to involve in ASAAL, but they're still in a lost mood. You have to know ASAAL, what is ASAAL exactly. If you do not understand US politics, mainstream politics, elected officials, you're not going to understand ASAAL. If you are a Medicaid, Medicare, or health service, or social service, ASAAL is not for that. A lot of people think, oh, if I join ASAAL, even including my wife, if you think ASAAL, oh, he will get an immigration visa for USA. No, it's not for ASAAL. Rent a house, freely rent house. No, ASAAL has the bullet points on the book, you can read that. ASAAL, you need to know, you need to go to your leaders to see what is ASAAL about. So what happened, I joined and I did a lot of video conference with Mr. Mahmoud and Mr. Karim Chaudhary with the pandemic time. Because I want to be senator. So what they're doing, I saw every senators from New York, like 40, 50 people is on the line to speak on that podium. So our first national convention in New York, I joined, I thought, why a lot of elected officials are coming in this platform and talking? Then I learned that a lot of elected officials get seat, they get elected through ASAAL. Give our leaders a clap for that, please. So, in this convention, we're going to talk a lot. We have a lot of speakers, a lot of guests. First time we added musical program. At the end, hour and a half, we'll do a lot, very nice music with Rani Awaz, Anik Raj and other individuals. They will do the performance here. So I like to introduce now, because if I keep talking, my stories is not going to end whole night. So I'm going to talk some few points, like ASAAL US Capital Chapter leaders. We have a new Secretary General, Mr. Abul Kalam Azad. And then, congratulations Abul Kalam Azad to take this post. And then we have Dr. Jamaluddin sitting here. He's a very potential person for ASAAL. He will show his leadership down the road. We have Fatima Johara, we have Nira Rabbani as a Vice President of US Capital. One thing we have to know that ASAAL US Capital, anybody can be a member from anywhere in the United States of America. But other states, they have to do it within their state. Our President and Secretary told me at the beginning that we can be member of your committee as well. So US Capital can have members from anywhere of the United States of America. So she's from New York, she's our proud vice chair. We have so many from other states. And our women's committee chair, a lot of people prayed for her. She was suffering last 3 months, severe surgery. Please pray for her. She is here, she will be here with the women's committee. US Capital Chapter, we cannot do a lot of things without a women's committee. Give a women committee a plea of applause, please. We have other members, because we're going to introduce them when we come to the podium, middle of the night, or before we finish. US Capital Chapter will be introduced again. So I want to say a few words about my Secretary General, Mr. Karim Chaudhary. The tirelessly, this person has been working 7 years. I'm side by side with him. As a state chapter, as a national chapter, I learned a lot from Mr. Karim Chaudhary, the way he speaks. Because the pandemic time, we did a lot of Zoom meeting. We cannot do meeting in person at that time. So Mr. Karim Chaudhary, one and only Bangladeshi Biden delegate 2020. Give him a clap. Only one delegate. We had elections on that and we won that. New York PEF delegate to New York City CLC. The ASAAL members who are new or who are doing ASAAL, you have to know what is CLC. Those things ASAAL guys need to know. And then he's our national committee proud Secretary General. Mr. Karim Chaudhary all the time talks about positive. I used to get angry. I said, Mr. Sharp, if you get angry, you are going to miss the train. Give Mr. Karim Chudri another clap, and I will talk about Mr. Masba next. But they have lots of designation. So if I keep telling them doing this, it's going to take at least 40 minutes. Mr. Masba, such a person. Well, I'm an angry guy. A lot of people know Babu is very angry. This person made me cool, like 40%. Give him a clap. He told me, if you want to be elected official, if you're the senator of Virginia 33rd district, you have to calm down. Cross your aisle. Make more friendship. So that's how I'm talking today with a calm. I promise, Mr. Masbouddin, I am never going to be that angry what I did 2021 for. I lost lots of respect by doing that. And then, today, I'm waiting to hear my wife. She cannot even walk for 2.5 months. She went to doctor visit with stretcher, ambulance. So when you call ambulance to go to hospital, it's right away. When you come back home with the hospital, what do you call it, ambulance, you have to wait 6, 7, 8, 11 hours up to it. I didn't know before. So now I know if you go back home with ambulance, you have to wait 11 hours at the hospital. So I was with her for 2.5 months. And with that note, we'll talk a lot more. So please, I welcome Karim Chaudhry on the stage. Give him a clap. He's going to run the show today with us, with me and Masba. Thank you so much. We'll talk a lot later. Thanks again.
With your permission, I'm trying to accommodate a certain situation here that one of our very important speaker for tonight, in the next session, very important main session, he is a very important speaker here tonight, listed in this program, but he has certain, the family issues. His brother just passed away day before yesterday, and he needs to leave early. So we are changing a little bit. If you look at your program, some other speakers supposed to come. Thank you, Babu. You just mentioned my name. I will give my position, my time, my slot. One of our own very respected, powerful, influential ASAAL leader is none but Mr. Aziz Ahmed, Chairman ASAAL Trustee Board, President and CEO of UTC Associates. If anyone from here, New York State business, you will see what is UTC. And Mr. Aziz Ahmed is also one of our sponsors for many conventions, and whenever ASAAL asks for support from him, without asking any question, we build our trust with him, and he is actively engaged in ASAAL program. Without asking any question, he will come to us, Karim, what you need, Mark, what you need, because he knows how ASAAL delivers for the greater interest of our community in this country and beyond. I would like to ask every one of you to maintain 1 minute silence in a standing position in honor of his brother's passing away day before yesterday. And keep him in your prayers, please. 1 minute silence. Thank you very much. Now it is my honor and privilege to welcome our own trustee board chair, and he is recently nominated by ASAAL National Council, is one of ASAAL senior Executive Vice President for ASAAL PAC as well, Political Action Committee we just made this year. Please welcome our Trustee Board Chair, Aziz Ahmed. Mr. Aziz Ahmed, please.
Thank you everyone, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. And I'm very honored to be here today. And thank you everyone for the respect for my brother, beloved brother who passed away on Thursday. But I thought that we have a greater mission, so I took time to come to be with you all. ASAAL, really I see leadership as well as the founder, Mr. Mehmet Misbauddin, and the General Secretary, Mr. Karim Chaudhary. They are extraordinary. They didn't think twice to really lift us, lift others. Not only lift themselves, but lift others in a very selfless manner. We need to understand that, because and that's what I embrace also. Selflessness, selfish people can have a good life, but selfless people, they can have a greater life. And I see the ASAAL institution, the leadership, they embrace that selflessness. Let's follow them. I see great speech by our convention chair, Dr. Mustafa Sarwar, as well as the host committee chair, Mr. Sharafat Hussain. They laid what is ASAAL and why we all need to get involved. And ASAAL is not just us, our children, our youths, they are very important. I hope we get more and more young people here in this group. I wrote few points here that why we are here today. We have over 40% of youths are underemployed. There is a skill mismatch in the USA. So if you look around, your parents, your children, your neighbors, they are either underemployed or unemployed. There are 40% of youths. So we have a responsibility. How do we really make them effective with their quality, with their education, with their skill set they have? And there are over close to 60 million people. They are suffering with any mental illness. They call AMI. So look around, there is a 5% of the population, they are suffering from mental illness. There are 5% the 5% very serious, there are 3% suicidal. So ASAAL is not the exception. I try to connect the dots. We are all here this evening, we'll have a good time. But we have a mission too. So, Chairman laid out the vision, but we have a mission to really how we can be involved in this societal, with the shared responsibility. So it's not just this, what we are doing, we can get from the ASAAL, but how do we get involved with their shared responsibility? That's very important, because the mental illness is very is sad if you look at the statistics. There are, so and there, you and I, also I work in a globally with a lot of strategy with Vatican, with European Parliament here in terms of skill development. You and I can see that all of us, we need to reskill ourselves every 2 to 3 years, otherwise we'll become slowly ineffective. So we need to increase the efficiency. This is, again, whether we are ASAAL member, non-member, doesn't matter. We need to do that. This is our shared responsibility again. So even if you want to call the Uber, you need to have some kind of skill set. So we need to keep that in mind. So ASAAL, we have laid the vision, but we are not sitting back or looking just on the political integration. We have a social responsibility. These are the ASAAL mission that we have to embrace this social responsibility. So there are, with this and healthcare, this is another one whose mental and healthcare is very integrated, very much integrated. So we need to also how we can integrate, address the good healthcare system. That is what the grassroots leaders we are doing in ASAAL. I thank all the leadership in the ASAAL, and obviously our friend, I call him beloved Misbah by his leadership. What an amazing mission! And for decades, he's really humble way with providing this leadership and changing people's life. We don't see it. So we all need to either share responsibility to come forward and help the ASAAL leadership in every chapter that leaders that came forward. We are so thankful to them because they are really making an impact with not only the political engagement, as I said, but we have responsibility to the social engagement. These are our shared responsibility. That's why I'm here. So I urge the youths and the leadership to come forward and thus platform, and the political leaders, House of Representatives, Assembly members, Council members, all to really integrate them in the platform to make it an amazing platform for not only for us, for our generations, for future of America. With that, I congratulate you for this 17th convention, wishing you all the success evening, and I encourage you to come forward, to be involved, and to really work with this shared responsibility. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, camera. Okay.
Hey, good evening, everyone. We are extremely excited. We finally made it. We are here at our, Alliance of South. You tell me, because I don't want to mess it up. Where are we? Tell me.
Yeah, we are the ASAAL is South Asian, right? And this convention is my second time being at convention. Last time I was in New York in that convention, and I spoke. But it's been now quite a few years. So right now I'm here. I'm excited. Not to expect I was going to speak, but I'm excited because right now so many getting involved, especially the new generation now. And last night it was exciting to me seeing ladies just stepping up into the plate and fight for what is right and workers' rights.
That's what I wanted you to talk to us about. What we need to know: who you are, why are you here, how did you get involved with this, and what changes, just like you just mentioned, what changes are you most proud of with this organization? But give them the correct acronym. I want to make sure I'm telling them correctly.
My name is Javier Soto. I'm a vice president of Local 54 Unite here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. That's where I grew up all my life. And about 10 years ago, a young man named Farouk Hussein, who will be coming to speak. He kind of got me to see this organization in Atlantic City, and I was impressed by it because now realizing it was more than 10,000 workers. 10 years later, we involved Local 54, our president, Donna DiCaprio, Ben Albert, Secretary, Treasurer, and myself, and the staff. We all involved. We also have 3 types of organization. One is a black leadership. That is a separate one, directed by Teresa Council, staff director. I'm the vice president of LACLA, is the Labor Council for Latinos Advancement. Right, and now ASAAL, which is a beautiful thing. I do respect this organization. I know that when I got involved, I'm still going to be here and do whatever it takes to do what is right for the workers and the communities.
And what positive change, what would you say, in your opinion, are the most positive changes that you've seen just over the past 3 or 4 years with everything that's been going on in the United States? What are the most positive changes that you're proud of?
The most important, proud because Atlantic City, we had a lot of fights over the years. We had the strikes, and last 2 years, we proud to have the best contract ever. After 8 years of fighting, we had the best contract for the workers, the hospitality workers in Atlantic City, all proud, especially all the housekeepers, bartenders, guest room, you name it. It's all about around 12,000 workers now that we lift up. And actually, there is a contract finish in 2026. That's another ball game that is coming.
Okay, and that's what you mentioned earlier, is that a lot of these workers that are affected are women, both Latina, African American, Asian American. So I am very proud, very impressed, ladies and gentlemen, that they are including our sisters as well as our brothers in this. And with, just not to bring down the energy, but with our president, who has been reelected, Mr. Donald J. Trump, are there any insecurities, anxieties, worries that you guys have about this so-called deportation initiative that he's going to take on in January?
Well, I can tell you this, it's a lot of people scared. All right, but realize I did work for Donald Trump as a waiter, banquet waiter, back in the 90s, 90 to 96. When I saw what happened there, then I even lost my job in Atlantic City when he left Atlantic City. That's when I went to the union and said, it's time for me to represent work. And since then, I've been with the union since 1978. 28 years in the headquarters, 17 years as a vice president. But as a worker, it's not the position as a worker, and I'm still stand up for the workers' right and fight and do whatever it takes.
Absolutely.
So with Donald Trump and that being said,
We're not worried about it.
he's got a thing coming.
He's got labor unions to deal with. So that's amazing. Is it safe to say that now more than ever these unions are important to our work?
That's right. It's all over. Those out there, all the union, all labor unions, they're out with us. We are a fighting union in Atlantic City. There are workers that came from the industry and working with us, organizers, you name it, political organizers, you name it, we do have it. And I'm proud of all of them because they do the right job.
And it doesn't matter which chapter these workers are a part of, they get support nationwide with you guys, right?
That's right. Including ASAAL.
You heard it here first. Thank you so much. And we're looking forward to speaking with you later on this evening. Thank you so much. All right, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody is represented here. We will be right back in a few minutes. Thanks.
Volunteers, please help them to take their seat in respective chapters table. If you do not have enough seat in a table, just ask for help. Our volunteers will help you to get the table and sitting area. The house is completely full. We are so happy to see you all. That stage, it is now one more announcement. We have water both sides. If you need to drink water, you can get your water. Coffee and refreshment will be served soon as we will start our next session. ASAAL, I always say this thing. The power ASAAL created, it is the power we are given in the national level by our chapters. ASAAL started with one chapter in Queens, New York. Now it has 21 chapters in 10 different states. It is growing because of the hard work at the grassroots level, in a state level, in city level. that you are doing for your respective community by organizing and empowering yourself and your community. That's the power we are getting at the ASAAL national level. So when we say ASAAL power, we are referring to your power, that you are empowering ASAAL. So all the credit goes to our chapter leaders. At this time, without further ado, I will pay my respect from this convention to our chapter leaders. So the house rule is, when I call you chapter, please come to the podium, and only 1 or 2 persons will be speaking at this time for 1 minute only. I apologize, there is time limit. Yesterday whole night we spoke until 1:30 a.m. Our chapter leaders got enough time to speak. At this podium, we have internationally renowned level leaders, community leaders here tonight, so we are waiting to hear their voice. There are someone who's speaking, you cannot get a ticket to enter to their meetings, to their convention, to their speaking. So we are so proud to having those leaders here tonight. So when I call any chapter, please, without delay, bring your all members, and there will be no individual speaking, no individual introduction. Just come, president will take 1 minute, and secretary will take 1 minute, or other person, executive director. With that, without further ado, it is my honor to welcome our Queens chapter, the first chapter of ASAAL, where it started, our Queens New York chapter. Please come, all including your groups. If you have banner, you can bring it. If you do not have it, just don't worry. President, you can take a photo here. Mr. President, where are you? Please come to the front. Also, yes, please, they will take the picture. And I also would like to invite our newly appointed, and it will be approved by the National Council, Senior Executive Vice President, our Executive Vice President, Abu Hussain from Atlanta, Georgia. Abu Hussain, please give him a clap. Newly appointed, he is a very successful real estate ASAAL leader. We say real estate, he is a Democrat, he is a great organizer, but still we will blame him for real estate. They are trying to make it grow and turning it to grow. So, Mr. President will speak less than a minute. Mr. President, Qazi Farid Ahmed, CPA, the Deputy Director of New York City Teachers Pension System.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Karim Bhai. Thanks for your introduction. I just wanted to, as Karim Bhai mentioned, we only have 1 minute to introduce ourselves, and given the time and situation, thanks. At least we have some time. We cannot say that. My name is Qazi Farid Ahmed. I'm a CPA professionally. I also work for the New York City Board of Education Retirement System as one of the directors, deputy directors. So just wanted to here introduce our Queens team and leadership team in the Queens ASAAL Queens chapter, which is the flagship chapter, first ASAAL. First chapter ASAAL, when ASAAL founded in 2008, it's created with the Queens chapter, and I have the honor to take the flag to the next level. With that note, I would like to say I have a few members with our Queens executive team, Executive Director Anamul Haq, ASAAL Queens Committee Chair Adan Islam, Sultana Khana, Hasina, and then Muslima Rahman, ASAAL Queens Executive Vice President Qazi Firoz Ahmed, ASAAL Queens Secretary Harjit Minhas, and there are other several members. Farhad Hussain, Farhad Hussain and Mullah Muhammad Salim Reza, and also Mamunul Rashid. So there are a few members. Also we have our youngest ASAAL Queens chapter member, Qazi Safwan and Qazi Ahian. And I don't know where the other two is right there. They are not coming here, but okay. 4 youngest members also joined ASAAL 17th convention, and I have honor and privilege to be here today. And I would like to now introduce our Queens chapter Secretary Harjit Minhas to say his few words at today's convention. Thank you.
Thank you, Kazi. My name is Harjit Minhas. I'm the secretary for the local chapter of Queens, the initial chapter that started everything. I've been with ASAAL since 2019 as the chapter secretary, and what I could say is, when something brings me away from my family, it needs to be important. And I know the work that ASAAL does is super important. It helps the world, it helps us, it helps the localities, and the strength is in unity. So we need to be unified, whatever it is, but let's be unified. And I just wanted to congratulate everyone for coming here. So we want to thank everyone here. So give yourself a round of applause, please. Thank you for coming from all over America, right? Everyone came from New York and so on. And we just want to thank also the honorees. Well, once again, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of the change.
Can you talk about yourself, what you do at New York City?
Oh, sure. I am the executive director of payroll and benefits with the New York City Department of Finance, so I've been there for almost 5 years. I started when the pandemic happened, and both of my deputy directors, and I'm always thankful to them, helped me through the process. Because I could do the work, but I knew no one in the agency, and that's the way to build relationships. Still to this day, one of my deputy directors just retired and continues to text me every day. I tell him, you don't work here no more, you don't have to. But yet he still does. And he has texted me even today. So what I would say is, thank you for everyone who come, and thank you.
Thank you, Harjit. Thank you, Queen Chapter, for your dedication, for your work organizing in Queens. A round of applause. Thank you. Please. The next chapter is our very active chapter from the county of Bronx. The Bronx chapter, please come under the leadership of our President Tamidul Haq. I think he is a union leader from Local 100, PWA 100, and also another union leader from NYC Local 371, and most of them are union leaders from New York City. And Bronx chapters, please come to the podium to introduce. And Mr. President and Secretary, just if you can do it within 30 seconds is very much. Your total time is 1 minute. We are getting very, very tough in managing the time. 1 minute, your total minute. Thank you.
Good evening. This is the Bronx chapter. My name is Syed T. Haq, Tamidul Haq. I am a local 100 member, active member, and they call me president of the Bronx chapter of the ASAAL. This is very active. We are growing every day. We are introducing more and more activities in our chapter. And behind this wheel, I'm not that much I can do. What we do, we try to organize people politically to the mainstream that is a little bit unknown to our Bangladeshi community at the best. So we're trying to teach them, we're trying to involve them in mainstream politics. When we do other politics, there's not politics, other organizations, they do it for themselves. But we do it for the community to involve in the main politics. And I tell them every time, politics is everything in human life, especially in this society, in this democratic society in America. There is, if you are, what benefit you will get when you get older is politics. What medical you get for your children, what food you get for your family, so this is politics. So if your head to toe is politics, but sometimes we don't know how we get the benefits. It's the politics that uplifts you and gives benefits to your pocket. And the Bronx, mainly, the main wheel is our Secretary, Ibrahim Barabiya, and our correspondence coordinator, political coordinator, Alauddin. They are very active, and Alauddin, he's also elevated to judicial delegate. And our brother Ibrahim is a community board member, and he's very active, and there I wish them very good, very well. I want to give it to Brother Ibrahim to tell a few words about the Bronx chapter. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bronx Capital Chapter for this wonderful organization. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. Namaskar, Adab, Pranam, Assalamu Alaikum. We are from Bronx. We work for South Asian community. We organizing. We have only do one thing, that is we need to organize. We have a lot of problem, we need to organize. And we are trying to do that. We are working with the elected